Politico has this report. Former President Donald Trump offered an olive branch to Anheuser-Busch on Tuesday, issuing a post on his social media platform calling on conservatives to drop their opposition to the besieged beer company. Trump wrote, "The BudLight ad was a mistake of epic proportions, and for that, a very big price was paid. But Anheuser-Busch is not a woke company. Anheuser-Busch is a great American brand that perhaps deserves a second chance. What do you think? Perhaps instead we should be going after those companies that are looking to destroy America." Trump's post on Truth Social represents a major attempt at de-escalation in a long simmering feud between the political movement the former president leads and the mega corporation since April 2023. Trump's message also comes as a top Republican lobbyist for the company is set to host a fundraiser for the former president next month, with some tickets going at $10,000 each. Jeff Miller, a close confidant of former Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who built his Washington business during the Trump years, announced on X, formerly Twitter, on Tuesday that he would be hosting the fundraiser. All right. Let me be among the many here to say no. Hell no. Definitely not. The BudLight boycott is not ending. There is no strategic reason to end it. And Trump never even gave any strategic argument for ending it. What's the strategic? Like, how does this help strategically? His argument is just, they've had enough. Let's be nice to him. Let's be nice to this international corporate brand. And by the way, they are not an American brand. Anheuser-Busch is a foreign-owned company. It is not an American company. So this is a foreign-owned company that went woke and decided to push transgenderism. And in response, conservatives organized for the first time ever in history to launch a successful boycott that actually worked. And now the argument is that we should back off of it just to be nice? Just to be nice to this international mega corporation? Because we feel bad for them? That's the argument. And no. Now, does that mean that the boycott never ends? Well, sort of yes and no. I think that a lot of what we're dealing with, as I've said all along, it's not just a boycott. For BudLight, their problem is that the boycott has metastasized to an extent that it's like it's a terminal illness now, and they can never really get rid of it because the brand itself is just seen as lame, right? People see it as it's the gay beer. That's how it's seen. And no amount of rebranding, it doesn't matter who tries to rebrand it. Even Donald Trump himself can't make it not lame anymore. Like most guys, if you see your friend drinking a Bud Light, you're going to make fun of him now. And that's never, you're going to make jokes about it. You're never going to not make a joke about it. It's always going to be that way. And so that can't be stopped. They did that to themselves, unfortunately for them. But the official sort of boycott, could that end? Yeah, it could. But you need to get an explicit concession. That's the way a boycott works. It's what the left does. It's what every successful boycott campaign in history has done. You get an explicit concession. And in this case, that would only need to be an apology. That's it. Just say, we shouldn't have done that, we apologize. Like literally 2 sentences would be enough. And I think most people would say, yeah, it's still a gay beer, I'm not interested in it, but yeah, okay, the boycott's up, fine. You apologized. We'll move on. They have not apologized. If your house is feeling chilly right now, you may need to consider window replacement. I get it. For most homeowners, window replacement isn't something they've ever done before and may be a bit of a daunting task. Luckily, there's a company that will do the work for you. Renewal by Andersen is your one-stop shop for window design, manufacture, and installation. Windows play a crucial role in regulating indoor temperatures. If you notice a spike in your heating or cooling bills, it may be due to inefficient windows, so don't put it off any longer. Renewal by Andersen offers limited, fully transferable, and best-in-the-nation warranty coverage. Right now, Renewal by Andersen is offering a free in-home consultation on quality, energy-efficient, affordable windows or patio doors with special financing options. Text Walsh to 200-300 for a free consultation to save $375 off every window and $775 off every door. These savings won't last long, so be sure to check it out by texting Walsh to 200-300. That's Walsh to 200-300. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply STOP to opt out. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details. They have not apologized. It's all they have to do, and they haven't. And until they do, the boycott needs to remain. If we back off, take our foot off their throats without getting the apology, then we will have rescued defeat from the jaws of victory. It'll be one of the greatest conservative cultural victories in recent times. Will turn into one of our greatest self-owns in recent time. And there have been a lot of self-owns, unfortunately, a lot more self-owns than victories. Where you're winning, you've done something, you're successful, and then you just stop. You simply stop for no reason. It's like, well, I'm bored. Let's stop doing that. What? The left, have you noticed the left never does that? They never do that. Like they actually don't get bored of winning. And when they single somebody out and they say this person, this entity is the enemy, and all, they don't back off. They don't back off for years. At least until they get an apology. And even sometimes when they get an apology, they still don't stop. So to me, this is very simple. BudLight is a crappy product, first of all. It's a foreign-owned company. They did something. They're reaping the consequences of their own choices. And there's only one simple thing they need to do to have those consequences be in order for it to stop. And they haven't done that thing. They haven't given the apology. And but this goes beyond. What we're seeing now is it's not just ending, some people calling for the end of the boycott. It's like an actual attempt to rehab Bud Light's brand for them. And that I'm definitely never going to do. Even if I said, okay, the boycott, we should probably end the boycott because they apologized. I'm not going to try to help them recover their own brand. That's on you. You got to pick up the pieces. I'm not going to help you with that. Why should we do that? Is that how you win? Is that being a fighter now? Take your foot off the throat without a concession, and then help them recover from the consequences of their own actions. No, hell no, not going to happen. And that's it. Hey, YouTube, thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like access to my full show with no ads, you should go to dailywire.com and use promo code Walsh to get 2 months free on all annual plans. See you there.